Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Destiny here. Welcome to my shop, my collection blush edition. The first blush up is from Milani, and this is called Dolce Pink. I'm a big fan of this blush, and I know a lot of women, especially within my tonal range, can be really nervous about pale blushes, pink blushes, frosty looking blushes. But this one in particular, if you respect it, you give it the respect that it needs, it will definitely bless you with a beautiful angel breathed on your face type of glow. I like this blush in particular to wear with a deeper pink or red because I like to use it as a highlight blush. They're very soft, they're very pigmented and creamy. And these in particular, they're not really glittery, but they do have a shimmer. And if you are interested in matte blush, this is not gonna be the blush for you for sure. Okay, so next up we have Coralina, and if you guys watch my videos, you know that I love this blush. I love coral blushes, period. And then again, as I just said, Milani's blushes are very soft and easily blendable. If that's even a word, but they're easy to work with, they're fun to create with because they're really inexpensive. And Coralina is just one of those blushes that if you're a coral or orange blush loving girl and you don't have this, revoke your card, revoke it, give me your card back. You know, because this is another one of those blushes that works great as a highlighter. It works great with orange, peach, and then even matte coral tones. So if you are not an owner of this blush, then get into this blush. I will have more links in the bottom bar if you guys are interested in any of the blushes mentioned. Okay, so next up we have Rose d'Oro, which if you guys know what oro means, it means gold. So it's basically rose gold. So I had to get it because if you guys remember a couple years back, I was obsessed with anything and everything rose gold. I love this tone blush. It works great with pinks. It works great with bronzy tones if you want to do like a matte bronzer and then do another form of a bronzer but have more of a pinky tone in there. It's really, really pretty. They're blendable. So what I like to do with these blushes, and you're going to hear me saying this over and over again, is I like to blend them with matte blushes. I like to use a highlight. Like I'm going to tell you what blush I have on today. I actually have on two blushes today, and a bronzer and a contour. And okay, so this is one of Milani's very rare matte blushes, and this is Sunset Beach, and I had this blush for years. Most of these blushes I've had for years, but this one in particular, this one I got back in my Dwayne Reed days when I was making videos for you guys and I was working in Dwayne Reed and I had access to everything. So this one is just a beautiful, it kind of reminds me of the color of a certain kind of snuff that my grandmother actually used to chew. So I really like that kind of tawny, bricky. It even falls in the sienna, terracotta kind of colors. And if you are a woman of color, or if you do a lot of makeup on women of color, you'll know that that color is our sweet spot color. That color looks great on every woman of color, whether you're using it as a contour or a bronzer, or if you're deeper like me and you're using it right on the apples of your cheeks. That blush is pure sex. Excuse my language, but it just looks magnificent and effortless on darker skin tones. Trust me when I say this. Okay, so this is Berry and More, and I like this tone in particular because it's a tone that is a composite of it's a composite of a few tones. You have a gold in there, you have a deeper berry, and then you have like this really soft, almost kind of raisin tone. It's a very safe blush, and I like it because if you're the type of person who likes to wear cranberry blush tones, especially if you choose them in matte, or if you like very wine blush tones, this is going to help to not only soften it, but it's also going to give a little bit of a glitter. It's going to be a great highlight tone. Okay, so what we're looking at right now is called Bella Rose. Like, I like really plain makeup. I'll wear an eye like this, and then if I have on like a nude cheek and then a nude lip color, a lot of times that can just be really boring. So if you like nude lips and plain eyes, a bright blush is going to be your best friend. Okay, so Mai Tai, so many of you, I'm sure all of you probably have at least heard the name Mai Tai from Milani. If you haven't used it, if you don't own it, if you watch videos here on YouTube, mine and just about anybody else's, you've heard about this. It's a beautiful color. It's often been compared to NARS Orgasm, I believe. And I also believe that it's been compared to Coralista from Benefit. So this is a really, really pretty blush. It has very similar tones to very, very popular blushes. So if you don't have this tone and you're kind of looking to build your collection based on really popular things here on YouTube, so you can kind of replicate looks from your favorite YouTubers, this is a blush that you're going to need, because I'm pretty sure that every blogger probably has this blush. Whether they like it or not, they probably have it, and I love this color blush. Red Vino is a really beautiful color blush, and I'm not gonna lie, I generally don't gravitate toward these colors of blushes because I feel like this is the go-to color for women of color when it comes to blush. And if you guys watch me, you know that I just don't like to go with the grain. I don't like to go with the flow. I'm a rebel, blah, 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 all these things. But this is a really beautiful color if you're looking for something that's safe. When women ask me about makeup that's safe for work, safe for church, safe for family functions, I usually will suggest a color like this simply because it's a color that we're all familiar with. Every 90s mom on TV, from Claire Huxtable to the moms on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to the Family Matters mom Harriet, everybody rocked this blush and lip combo with like a gray eye. Everybody. And I just feel like it's one of those colors that looks great on so many different tones of women. And it's a comfortable color, and nobody really generally has a problem with a red toned blush for comfort. Now, depending on how you feel about it, I like to wear that blush with a really, really deep kind of Dracula type of lip because I feel like the tones play nicely off each other without being too matchy-matchy. Okay, so Luminoso is another one of those shades that is a flawless highlighter. It's shimmery, it's reflective. If you swatch too much, it will make you look a little pale and or ashy. So these are also great to use wet with a stippling brush. You will love the effects that it gives. Take a nice little stippling brush or even an angled brush, spray a little Fix Plus on there, a little water, and just stipple it lightly on your cheekbones and in the areas of your face that you want to be. My face is on fire with glow today. Don't worry, I filmed a whole look on this, but the Luminoso is the type of blush to give you a look like this. It's reminiscent, it's lightly reminiscent of a ambient hourglass ambient lighting type of feel. So if you're looking for that type of feel for less money, then definitely check out Luminoso. You know, so.